Okay, so in step 5, we're going to practice importing data from XML files. So before doing that, please switch to the menu options because you're going to import your data into this worksheet. So I'm going to click again on the same tool and from XML. So we're going to get data from XML file. And it will be the prepare menu option file. So I'm going to click on import. Okay. And so we have a table, okay, and then just the date when was generated. So we're going to transform data. Okay, so one thing here, you're probably going to see there's where is the data here? The data is all embedded in this table object, and you have the menu ID, all of these sessions, a meal, all the menu options. So we're going to select on this icon here and just display all the, you can see all the data here displayed. After we do that, we're going to click on load, close and load to. We're going to specifically load into the existing cell number A1, okay, and click OK. Okay, so that's step number 5. The next step, we are going to create a connection to a different XML file. Then we append the data from that XML file into this one. So let's do this. Okay, so when I click on the, again, the tool from file, XML, and then you choose the second one, more menu options. So if you want to append it to the existing one, so we import the data. We're going to create a connection. There's a difference between load and just creating the connection. So that's what we're going to do. When I click on load to, if I click on load, it's going to load that data into file. But I'm going to click load to, it's going to give you a menu to choose if I want to load the whole thing and where I want, or just create a connection. Okay, so all I need from the second file is to create a connection. And see, it's happening. So this one is this connection only, and this is loaded. Okay, this is the one we just created. Okay, so I'm going to click back on this, the same one that I opened the Part query. And again, because it's an XML file, I show all the data that we have and make sure it's all selected, and then close it. Keep the changes. So I open that XML file and just display all the records and then close it. So we have connection here and this one. Going back to this one, back to the menu option, not this, the one we just created, the prepare more, but the original one. And then double click. Now we're going to do the appending process. So we're going to append query, from more menu options. So you can see here we have 6. It's gonna, after we appended the other records, now we have 11. Okay, of course we're gonna do some edits because we still have kind of a little bit some cleansing and that we need to do on this set, but that will kind of conclude the appending process. So after we created the connection with the second file. Okay, so we'll continue again after we appended the data that we, so we're gonna start with change the data type of, so we do have, all right, so let's go back to price and cost. So when I change data type here, click on this ABC icon and change it to currency. And the same for the cost. We're going to change that to currency. Okay. Delete the menu ID. So we're going to go back. See how we are really changing the Excel file on the fly using the Power Query. And then we load. So we're going to click on this column here and remove it. So we accomplish this task. By the way, if anything, like let's say you did steps and you're going to go back, the way to go back is you click on these X's. So if I click on this X removed column, do you see that column is back? So this is the nice thing. It shows you all the applied steps, okay? But if I want to remove it again, I click on the remove. Now it's added to the, you can keep track what you did step by step. Sorry. We did that. We did the delete, add an index column that begins with the numbering. So we're going to add a column. It's called just numbering index, start from number 1. Okay, so this is the index, a column that remove column, rename, sorry. So it's not in this index. So I'm going to rename it to menu ID. So we started a new menu ID column and then move this to the beginning. Okay, it's going to be the first column. After all this, and we can load it now. How we go load it? We go back to home page, the home tab, and then close and load. This will load the new data that we just, after we appended and made some modifications. As you can see now, I have this, the updated 11 records, in addition to the changing in a couple of columns and adding a new column here. Okay, so that's conclude steps 5 and 6. Okay, the last piece of this assignment is we're gonna get into loading a text file like how we did in the previous assignment. So if you get a text file, you load it and then start working on it. So I'm gonna continue working on to update the customers. So we're done with this, the menu options. We're gonna click on the customers worksheet and start loading a different type of data source.